Hey, folks, welcome to InTheMoneyStocks.com's intraday analysis video, brought to you by the creators of proprietary price, pattern, and time methodology. Learn the PPT strategies and profit for life. My name is Gareth Soloway, Chief Market Strategist here at InTheMoneyStocks.com. All right, folks, let's get underway here as we get started on this Wednesday, June 12th, 2013. Markets are near the lows of the day after reversing a gap higher this morning. Again, take a look at a couple keys here. See this sloping trend line yesterday? You closed below it. You did not confirm, though. Confirmation is one of the key signals. It's a proprietary signal here at InTheMoneyStocks.com. We teach to all of our members who take our webinar, and sure enough, it didn't confirm. That told you there was a likelihood of a gap up this morning. Sure enough, you got the gap up. The markets then traded lower, finally confirming right here below that upsloping trend line. That's when the selling really started. And sure enough, we came all the way down here. We broke below this blue trend line, which is significant because it was the low from yesterday and a gap fill from last week. All right, so again, that was significant. Notice when you got a bounce today where that bounce went. It went right back to that level, retested it, and then sold off beautifully as well. So a lot of keys here, really a lot of impressive keys across the board as the market has traded beautifully on the technical trend line levels in our charts. And again, notice this bounce here goes right into that same line and hits it, and now it's resistance, and then pulls back to a perfect little double bottom. And again, just a perfect little double bottom here on the charts. Now, what's moving today? Well, we're seeing technology very, very weak. Financials are a little less weak. I would say financials probably, even though they're negative on the day across the board, are probably the least weak out there. But let's start off with Apple. Apple down $3.25 today, or 35 cents make that. But the big thing about Apple, take a look at this low. All right, so the gap down yesterday was right here. Take a trend line, draw it right across, and look at what you have. So see on a technical basis why you're holding here and why you haven't broken below that level yet. Very easy to see that there, folks, all right? And again, if this line breaks, then Apple has quite a ways to go. Well, there's a little bit more support right down here, which will be the next stop. If it takes that out, then you can really start to tick down even more so. This would be your next spot after that. So these are your next few supports on Apple given in this intraday video. Trade them as you will. I will be trading them myself, all right? And again, first support right here at around the 432.80 level. Second support, if that breaks, will be right here at the 431 level. All right, let's go on to a couple other stocks here. Google is taking a nice little hit today, down about $7.50. Notice Google, where is it? See this little support area right here? Draw a line straight across, and there you have it. Isn't it amazing how these support and resistance lines work? I mean, it literally is the difference between, understanding how to trade profitably and just being lost in a sea of losses, really. All right, and again, notice this low. Look at the low there and what we're trading on now. Now, if this breaks, which again, the more it hits on, the more likely it will break at some point, the next major spot is going to be here, which will be a huge opportunity as a long scalp, and that's at the 464.90 level. 464.90. Excuse me, 864.90. 864.90. All right. Couple other stocks falling today. Amazon, after Amazon saw some pretty heavy losses yesterday, we see Amazon dropping another $3.62 today. Amazon's next target is going to be right here. There's a gap window. So again, most likely if you see Amazon trade into the 269.75 level, that's your first stop. And then following that, you'll have good support right here at 267.75. So these are your next couple levels on Amazon, AMZN. Next up, let's take a look at JP Morgan Chase. JPM is holding up a little bit better today, even though it's negative on the day. It's only down 41 cents. Percentage-wise, that's not that big of a drop, although it is at the lows of the day here. But again, notice this. This is kind of interesting because you're breaking this key trend line. So pivot low from yesterday, you have now actually taken it out and you're trading below it. This could be a big deal for the markets as well as this individual stock. Where's the next area this is going to find support? Let's see here. I see a little bit of support right here, folks, at the break of $53, around $52.93. And then ultimately, this will be your next one right here, $52.57, and then double bottom at $52.30 right here. All right, so those are your next levels on the downside of that stock. Goldman Sachs today is trading right at the lows of the day here, right at this little double bottom right there. So nothing there. I'm not going to give you any levels on this one. I just wanted to give you guys a few key levels to watch into the afternoon session. But across the board today, it's been some good scalping opportunities. As day traders, we're having fun with this. I'm just sitting back and enjoying some swing trades as well. I have some swing trades on the long side. I have some swing trades on the short side as well. One of my swing trades that I'm still holding on the short side is Target, which is trading down about 64 cents today. I'm in the money a little over a dollar, about $1.50 on that trade right now, which is not a bad gain. I mean, that's a nice little gain on a play like that. A couple stocks I'm keeping an eye on, folks. CLF was strong earlier. These are the coal stocks. I'm starting to eye the coal stocks to watch for where they get stronger than the overall market. And when they do get stronger in the overall weak market, that's when we want to look at them. Earlier today, it looked like they were, and then they fell apart here. And really, to be honest, this wouldn't be the case anymore. So they're not on my radar for today, but I am going to keep an eye on it. For instance, CLF may be going down to this double bottom, which is right around the 1675 level. So if it hits 1675, I think that's a very interesting level. Okay. Also, Walter Energy. Walter Energy keeps going lower. Earlier in the day, it was holding up, and when I day traded, as you can see right here. But if we erase those so we can focus it on the chart, if you can see right here, it actually had a small bullish pattern, and then that failed with this close right here. As soon as that failed, it was a warning sign to move away, and that's exactly what we did. And you can see the bearish pattern development, and look at the bear flag play out. So here's your bearish pattern inside bar move right here, and to the downside it was going to go. So it really choreographed every step, and that's the beauty of what we do here, is that it's not about always making money. Occasionally you're going to have a trade that's not on your side, but the question is how fast can you decipher that? And here we decipher it almost instantly for a penny or two loss. Here you're buying it on the previous candle at 1465, 66, and the next candle closes below that line at 1463. So you're talking about like a 3-cent loss, and you say, okay, it's done, out of it, and that saves you all this move to the downside. So you really want to focus on that. And it's great that we make so much money, up to over 200% for the year if you add up all the percentage gains minus the percentage losses. But it's really about how keeping the small losers makes you profit even more, keeps your profit numbers in your pocket. All right, hope that makes sense to all of you, because it's a great thing, absolutely fantastic avenue to be able to exploit. BTU is another coal stock, down 70 cents. That stock continues to fall very, very quickly. I do have a key level to buy this, which I put out in the research center as a swing trade on BTU. But again, I am not giving that out in this free video. That is for members only. Remember, there's a 7-day free trial to the research center as well as to the intraday stock chat here at InTheMoneyStocks.com. China stocks have been hot today, guys. A couple stocks we watched today rip up in the intraday stock chat. GPRC, which is a recycling play. I noted this today as it was popping up to around the 150 level, and it went to 175. Crazy move there for members in the intraday stock chat. And there were a couple others as well. Craig was another one. CREG. And this one just went nuts earlier, although it's pulled back since then. But really some crazy type moves here in the overall market. MCO's taking a little bit of a hit today. Take a look at Moody's. Moody's dropping pretty drastically over the last few days. This stock, again, look at the move it's had up, and then look at the move it's had down. It's actually going to have some decent support right around $60. Break of 60, we'll call it 59.75, 59.85. That's going to be a lot of support there if it happens to come into that level. Let me just take a look at the daily. Yeah, daily's piercing the 50 MA. I think this could go down to a pierce of 60 for a short-term bounce, and then the next stop on the daily is going to be the 57.5, followed by gap fill right here. I do ultimately think it fills the gap, by the way, down to here. So just be aware of that as well. All right, folks, I think that's about it for me. Let me flip back to the spiders, just see what's doing here. Market seems to be down again on the day, although they're trying to save it from breaking this double bottom here. They're trying to bounce it back up into the end of this 230 candle. But market definitely weak after a gap up to give this much gain up. Market has definitely shifted its position now into being much more negative on the day and overall in the last month or so. Much, much weaker market. All right, come join us here at InTheMoneyStocks.com. The profits continue to flow. We don't care if it's an up market. We don't care if it's a down market. We will make money in all markets. Take care, folks.